someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, I was born in Kings County, beside me. My son was born in the same hospital as Blue Ivy. My father was 20, I was 35. I'm still trying to measure up to the worldly design. I'm in the world of a bind, like how worldly am I? To understand the corner store and the world it defines. But comfy in Carnegie Hall like my world wasn't died. A world of Broadway and a world of supplies. On the Live 96 case and write a thesis on what you seeing, how the stories that they sing when it hit and how it fixates. My average through the roof, but still grainy as mixtapes. And Po 9 see me the same as who's standing next to me. But knowing the drop due to my pops, how I get to be giving you all of the above as opposed to a sketch of me. And all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that I coulda put up. And now I look up, walls full of murals my father tore down. All of this was thought out, whether I was thinking or not. Somebody was thinking in case I ain't think out the box. So stuck in mind, down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise, if memory serves me. I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop like what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, my memory ain't fade yet. I came up out the same door, off the same steps, in love with the same law. Like what is we waiting for till I'm gone? Know that I ain't changed yet. If memory serves me, I remember what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me.
Yeah, ayy, gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick drip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. On everything, I can never lose. Yeah, run right past 200 on the dash. I'm away to make a move. Yeah, I been on the way, call clear for the proof. Big number one topic, know you seen it on the news. Wanna get an interview here from a point of view. I'm a man on the field, I don't play by the rules. I done seen the close friends switch up like a Jew, but it ain't slowing down cause I got the good shoes. Trying to get the bread to eat with my dog, trying to get a big play, but I don't mean food. I've been on the go, I've been up and down the road, trying to put on for the team, and I don't mean you. Know they see the work and they say it's hard work, but they never hard work, so they ain't got a clue. I ain't on that, he ain't on no reds, doing all that cat like his name Dr. Seuss. Ow, treat that little boy like he itty bitty. He cannot hang in my city with me. It is not none of you getting with me. Only the realest be sitting with me. Shout out the ones that be dealing with me. They the ones gon' touch the ceiling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. I got no chill, no one chilling with me. Gotta have dry like a stick shift. Gotta go hard on the big trip. Gotta run it up, little quick trip. Big play, yeah, finna get real. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. On everything, I can never lose. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. I done came up, finna some. I don't wanna talk, just move some. You hard flex, finna move some. Don't just look at me, do some. On everything, I can never lose.
Doctor told me I should rest, but I ain't gon' never ever quit. I like girls that, yeah, and jeans that'll never ever fit. Yeah, top down, yeah. And I'm floating through the city. Yeah. Watch out, on the run. That beauty out to get me. Yeah. Top down, and I'm floating through the city. Yeah. Watch out, on the run. That beauty out to get me. Yeah. Most that y'all talking about ain't really talking about nothing. Say you 25 when you really 32, baby, gon' stop frontin'.
I have not had 8 hours of sleep since 2K22 have dropped. but the grind don't stop.
There is a lot going on aboard the Concha del Mar, including some really fun events. Get started this weekend at Specialty Appreciation Defender. If you have a lot of badge points invested into defense and rebounding, you can earn double or triple XP. Next weekend, leave the cruise ship and play games on island courts at Treasure Island, where you can earn progressively higher XP multipliers by reaching a variety of goals.
And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action.
11, Malik Monk.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I need the energy.
Welcome everyone to and now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Durant and Griffin the combo out front. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, the big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Dwight Howard out there with Malik Monk. Well, Candace, with the size, the skills, the shooting, Kevin Durant, his game continues to grow. He's still one of the elite players, and coming back from an Achilles injury. That was an incredible run last year.
I think everyone in his year-long absence forgot how much of a sniper Kevin Durant is at 7 foot to be able to do the things that he does, effortless on the court. The thing I was most impressed with, everybody all year was talking about Brooklyn's defense. But guess what? They defended when it mattered. When they played top teams, Kevin Durant was seen getting passing lanes, getting deflections, and getting his team out in transition.
Yeah, good point. Durant against James. First quarter of play, a minute in. Pass to Davis. Westbrook outside. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. He's all alone. And then Harden with the jam.
Good effort on defense pays off for Harden. He gets a steal and starts the fast break.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Mills, he's checked in for Harden.
Second team foul.
Westbrook finds Howard. Now James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Well, Candace, we're seeing a lot more national broadcast of WNBA games. Great to see that enhanced spotlight on the women's game right now.
Yes, visibility is so important. You can't understand what you're not able to see, so it's going to be crucial for our game's growth to continue to happen.
Lets it fly. No good, off the front rim.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Outside Mills, back to Irving. And he banks in the layup.
What balance and execution. Kyrie Irving prefers to finish, in my opinion, through contact.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
The Lakers with the ball. Trailing by 2. James double teamed. Pass to Howard. Over Irving. The shot by Howard, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
James against Irving. And there's James on the assist by Howard. Well, it feels like it's just a matter of time before a team hires a woman to be their head coach. Candace, how monumental an occasion will that be in your mind?
I think it'll be huge, but it'll be huge in the steps of how it will trickle down to other avenues of life. I think it's so important for everyone to view women as capable leaders. So the moment that step is taken, there's going to be so many more organizations and companies that hire women because they need it.
Is that something Candace Parker would pursue?
I lack patience, so I can't coach. I'm going to be over here with you, BA.
Where you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Howard, the pass to James. Three-pointer. And the Lakers get it back. Howard finds Westbrook. Tries again. Here's Davis. And Durant with the block.
KD's 7'5" wingspan in action. Swatting that one away.
Irving. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Dwight Howard picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. And so he makes both from the line.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Well, Candace, some great post players in the game today. What skill do you think is critical for post players to have right now?
I think it's super important to have a move and a counter move. There's so many players in this league that are able to get to their move, and everybody in the entire arena knows that they're going to do it, but they can't stop it.
And you must have a celebration after a big dunk as well.
That's it. It's a staple.
Anthony misses.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Jordan's checked in for Davis. Bazemore comes in for Monk. And it's Rondo in for Russell Westbrook. Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Claxton comes in for Durant. Pass to Irving from the arc. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Shoot first kind of guard. Kyrie Irving doesn't waste any time.
James goes in, and so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first personal foul. The 4th team foul. At the line for Los Angeles.
No good on the free throw. Well, Candace, in women's basketball, a lot of players play overseas when the WNBA isn't in season. You can add to your income, and a lot of players need that income. You talk about that aspect of the WNBA versus overseas and where we're going with that.
Yes, overseas is honestly where you make your living. For 10 years, I played year-round. From WNBA season, October to April, I would go to Russia, and then I would come back and play in the WNBA season again. So it definitely is a grind, but the WNBA is honestly the summer job. Playing overseas really does benefit your career.
How about the toll on your body that it took? It had to have had a great toll over the years.
Yeah, rest. What is rest, BA? I don't know what that is.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by the Lakers. Now the Lakers moving it up. Moving it up. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Anthony's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Lakers foul.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Aldridge.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
A minute 6 left in the first quarter of the game.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Inside. Here's Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan. Brushing off the defender.
Here's Irving. And he converts the layup. Irving's got 9 points.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
They get it back. Bazemore. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Irving against Jordan. Outside Irving. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Pass to Bazemore. The 3 is up. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Los Angeles foul. Rajon Rondo. That's his
first one falls.
One of the game's more interesting personalities. Kyrie Irving wants to win at all costs.
9 seconds left in the first. Hey, here's none for 3. Goes back up. Banked it in off the glass. 6 points for him.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Brooklyn Nets. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And the imagination of Kyrie Irving finishing around the rim, he says it goes way back.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Hey, can't you just picture Kyrie as a kid stretching the limits of his creativity?
I can. And legend has it, growing up, Kyrie's backboard had a corner busted off, so he learned to put spin on the ball to finish around it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Anthony. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Rajon Rondo. And it's Nunn in a two-guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Harden. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Harden's got 5. Well, Candace, this is now the second consecutive season that has not been a traditional offseason. Not quite as short of a recovery time as from the bubble, but still 3 months from the end to the beginning of the next season. That's not a lot of time to get it going again.
Not a lot of time. We have guys that will learn from past years. Basketball now is a year-round sport. You're going to have to continue to take care of your body. That's your investment. That's the way that you get out there and play. So I think you're going to see more guys not necessarily taking complete time off, but still getting in the weight room and working on their bodies.
Love Rondo down there on the block. Nice move to catch the D off guard.
At the line for Los Angeles, Rajon Rondo. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Davis, he's checked in for Anthony. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
A nice shot by Millsap. All right, Candace, you look at James Harden. He's shown he can carry the load for a team. But now in Brooklyn, he doesn't necessarily need to do that every night.
Well, we've seen how important James Harden's role is. Yes, he can go out and get you 40 on a nightly basis. He can go out and get you 40, 20, and 20. Easy. But for Brooklyn to win, he's the one that controls the tempo of the game, passes up good shots to get great shots. They really missed him last year in the playoffs.
Basically became their point guard. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his third foul of the game. Westbrook, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Nets. Griffin's checked in. Westbrook can't hit. And here are the Nets now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
All right, B.A. Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Oh, different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. The Lakers call timeout.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
This is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Mills, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Well, lately the Lakers have excelled defensively. And Candace, as a former defensive player of the year yourself, what's made him successful, you think?
B.A., I think the Lakers, you have to have that one player, and that one player is Anthony Davis. When you have that guy that's willing to go out and just every possession defend, it really inspires the team. You can see how much of an impact that he's had on this Lakers team as well as the team.
Starts with the anchor and builds around that.
We know AD can score from anywhere, but he's pretty much unstoppable from the foul line.
None against Harden. The Lakers with a rebound.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
Now here's Westbrook. The shot comes out.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
I just love the ball.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And some changes here for the Lakers. James comes in for Ariza, and it's Monk in for Nunn. Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Griffin passes to Harden. Now Millsap. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Davis. Stolen by Millsap. On the break. And then Harden with the jam.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's James on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And they'll get another chance. Howard's shot's good.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Durant inside. Checked by James.
The long strides of Durant allowing him to gain the advantage on the drive. The defense couldn't recover.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
It looks like they're ready to run today, fellas. They keep getting out on the break whenever they can.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
Anthony's checked in for Howard.
Team foul.
Knocked away. The kick to Durant. It's stolen by James. It's Anthony on the take. Offensive rebound. Davis finds Anthony. Second chance shot. And scoring with the play inside is Davis. Davis has gotten 4 this quarter.
Very few can do it like AD, using his physical gifts to grab second chance points.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. 1:43 left in the second period. Irving against Monk. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. The shot's good. Anthony's got 8 points.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
And I want to thank our special guest. Candace, your insights are always illuminating. Great to have you on the program.
Illuminating. It's great to be here. Thanks, BA.
It doesn't get much better than a visit from Candace Parker.
Oh, man, she's forgotten more about basketball than most people will ever remember. One of the true greats.
Here's Jordan, following the bucket by the Nets. Releases from 15. Anthony misses. 54 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Durant against James. Durant, the pass to Aldridge. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them reduce their attempts from downtown. And quite frankly, I think that's a good idea.
James outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Jordan, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You've got to hand it to DeAndre. His relentless approach on the boards, paying dividends.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Aldridge misses. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. The 4th team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
James outside. It's Bazemore on the wing. Knocks it down from distance. Bazemore's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
The smooth lefty stroke of Kent Bazemore. He can hurt you from out there.
And the first half now in the books. It's the Nets up 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shots, it's about getting the good shot. And if you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
They couldn't get anything from beyond that. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup. Telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Harris and Durant in as the forwards. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden, and it's Griffin in at the center.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Harris on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harris has got 5 points.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
The 3, Westbrook. The rebound by the Nets. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Harden, Harris outside. 3-pointer, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's James. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
The veracity of LeBron on display, just tearing through the lane with ease. And we've heard those telling LeBron to shut up and dribble and stay out of it when it comes to social issues. Fortunately, he has no intention of standing on the sidelines.
Here's Monk. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Monk's got his first points of the game.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Count that bucket. And LeBron not just raising his voice. He's helped others do the same. His More Than a Vote initiative instrumental in getting record numbers to the polls.
Opening up NBA arenas as voting centers. You want a government by the people, for the people. The ballot is how you do it.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Harden driving to the basket, and Harden with the slam.
And you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Westbrook drawing the double. James outside. Fires from deep. No good that time. And Brooklyn going the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Harris. Pass to Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
The size and length of Durant poses problems for defenders, which is why they fouled him.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for James Harden.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Ariza's checked in for the Lakers. Nunn comes in for Monk. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
And Griffin slams it in.
Now Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went, got it, and dunked it home.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Westbrook outside. Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the board. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
So, Brian, the NBA tests out different rules in the G League, including shooting 1 free throw for all the possible points to speed things up. How much did it hurt players' free throw percentages, not getting the multiple tries? Well, averages dropped a percentage point or 2. Is that a deal breaker or something to consider?
Yeah, those are good questions. We'll see, Allie. Thank you.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
And the Lakers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Johnson. Back to Mills. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mills has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Jordan's checked in for the Lakers. Bazemore comes in for Russell Westbrook. Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Durant. Pass to Anthony. Launches a 3. Hauled in by Brown. Now here's Mills. Outside Irving. Five on the clock. And Aldridge with the slam.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
2 minutes remaining.
Anthony outside. Fires the 3. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
A moment here for an injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. Allie, any news?
Thanks. I got some news from Brooklyn's head athletic trainer. He told me it's a dislocated finger that's causing a good deal of pain right now. For a team just out of the gates this season, trying to establish chemistry, already they've hit some adversity. Guys?
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
Rondo, he's checked in for Nunn. And a change for the Nets. Claxton, he's checked in for Johnson. Out to the wing. Here's Rondo. Nails it from 3.
Rondo from outside. How about that?
Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Outside Mills. And there's the drive. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. On the break. Here's Anthony. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, he was undrafted out of Old Dominion. Ken Bazemore has come a long way. Didn't get much run his first few years in the league, but now he's an impact player.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. He's off on the second. The Nets with the lead. Millsap, the pass to Harris. Irving with it. It's stolen by James. Driving inside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Well, it's been 8 years since LeBron won his 4th MVP trophy. A player who's regarded as the best of his generation. Hard to argue he shouldn't have more.
At the line.
That free throw, good from James.
Even though LeBron's trophy case is the envy of most players, he's still as hungry as ever. The passion he shows during games hasn't diminished at all over the seasons.
Now here's Irving. 17 points in the game. That one's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 8.
They're not rolling like they were earlier. The bucket's a little harder to come by.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2.
At the line for Los Angeles, LeBron James. Taking 2
That free throw, good from James. Both free throws good from James. Outside Harden. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And now we take a listen in to a recent huddle from Frank Vogel.
Shrink the floor. When you're on the ball or close out faster. Okay, take away their airspace and then contain their drive.
And that's the catch-22, right? Frank Vogel wanting better perimeter defense, but he's also wanting to limit free runs to the rim.
And B.A., it takes tremendous discipline to do it. Don't leave your feet. Don't reach. Everyone help each other out.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Rajon Rondo. Anthony is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's James in at the 3. That's the Laker 5.
Oh, an athletic move by James Harden. Beating the D and then rubbing it in their face with the slam.
Here's James. The Nets making their last shot. Goes up again. The offensive rebound. Jordan. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. Some changes now for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Jordan. And it's Westbrook in for Rondo. Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Claxton. Off the inbound. And the shot falls short that time.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Counted from distance.
And they're putting together another quality possession for taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Now, here is James. The Lakers with another miss.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
The Lakers trail. To the middle. Anthony, the pass to James. Shoots over Harden. That one's good from James on the assist by Anthony. James has got 16 points here in the second half. Outside Durant. And the Nets, another three.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
The Lakers have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. The shot by James, no good. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Irving. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got 19 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Harden drives in, and then Harden with the jam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
James outside. Here's the three. He can't hit that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Durant with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Harris. From outside the arc. Drains the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Harris against Anthony. Launches it. And they recover it.
Big rebound and a smart play to kick it right out. They want to use as much time as possible here.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Anthony Davis.
Brooklyn has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Westbrook with it. Durant covering. Pass to Davis. Back to Westbrook. Outside for Davis. To win the run. Fires in the triple.
The shooting range is a big part of what makes AD effective. You have to go out and guard him.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Grant.
You know, BA, it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But, boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
And finished off by Westbrook.
An explosive talent. When Westbrook gets room to take flight, he goes for it.
Here's Harden. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Stolen by Davis. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Great scorers have this ability. Let LeBron get that close. That's 2 points or a trip to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it on D. The steal numbers are something they have to be proud of.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Harris on the wing. The three. The Lakers for the rebound. It's Monk on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. Oh, Durant with a steal. To the wing on the left. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. Timeout called. The Lakers. They're down by 13. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Up top, Westbrook, defended by Harden. Here's Howard. Here's Davis. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
The team relies on Davis for this, keeping the play alive and finishing at the rim.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Nets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And the Nets with possession here. At one point, they led by 16.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups. The defender is left helpless to stop that. LeBron with too many tools in the toolbox and that killer instinct.
Connects from downtown.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They trail by 8. 11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Now in the lineup for the Nets,
11 seconds left to play in the fourth. From deep three-point range. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd. They was loud as soon as we stepped on the floor. So, you know, we just tried to play our brand of basketball and just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew.
That's what we doing. I don't even gotta say I'm the queen of my city no more, man. They know I'm the queen, man. They already jacked that. Yeah, man. I can never lose. What you thought? I'm the queen of New York. It's life. I'm a big stepper. When I walk, big flexer. This is chess, not checkers. My checks up. When they talk down, tell them bless up. I ain't giving no lecture. No. Got me charged up like a Tesla. Pressure. So many people let me down. Why would I let up? Can't trust these frilly. Nah, it's a setup. I can't trust these pretty forever. My heart told me love, get your together. Yeah. And when you take a couple L's, you gon' win forever. Give up, I'll never. I don't give a what you did first, I probably did it better. Yeah. 6 years independent winning, will it end? Never. I'm a living legend, even when I'ma live forever. I'm one word with 10 letters, successful. One word with 10 letters, successful. Yeah, I'm God's gift, but that bar, I'm the big devil. I'm the big demon. Can't trick me if she a gold digger, I'm the big chef. She the big. I like a with a thick bank and a thick schedule. Yeah, and I'm the that ain't changed, just a different level. Yeah, I'm one word with 10 letters, successful. One word with 10 letters, successful. And I'm top 10, and if you think otherwise, I got it locked and I'm locked in. I'm cut different, I am not them. Life and we tied in. They got me and I got them. They say I'ma go to for all of this sinning. Well, let me then. It's time out for you when I put the time in. No handouts, I put the grind in. Got in my bag and I got rich when I climbed in. They clock out when I clock in. Cause I'm the big spitter. Only competition I would probably have is what? It's a twin sister.
Wait. Hey D， 黑屏，黑头发，黑猫，黑眼睛，黑王，到哪都是贵宾。我是一个比地球更高的卫星，黑钻，AP， 按下抱抱按钮让敌人追击。电话那个响，开个狂会议，先给压账户再看看汇率。
你的老板他要给我面子，I do what I want，从来不受任何限制。和我近距离接触，只能通过电视。我拉着黑的黑，甩着我的辫子，在我面前摆拍摄影机，炫耀我的猪宝宝裤子拉得低，故事里散发的粉儿，你看我在哪里，哪里就有。
我们还 brother 像 HOTF4B 投射 B2K 海豹部队天地会 MVP 进攻目标来个飞虎队4大天王黎明国成长学友我要当刘德华我要当刘德华拍电影发专辑头发上抹点发蜡
头发上抹点发蜡凌晨3点钟兰桂坊听着我的法拉利我是个你是小弟娱乐行业里面我们保持着更高人气下帝国我把雪球越滚越大我的同行随时面临倒闭把你算牢记胖起来打中你的太阳穴足够让你倒地
足够让你倒地只要我在你们爬都爬不起来不用再抱期待整个西亚市场都被我们霸占像
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. Check out what we have for you this week. I mean, the show is packed. First up, the 2K League just wrapped up its 4th season, and it was reigning champs, Wizards District Gaming, who took the championship yet again. We talked with the team stars, Dayfry, and Finals MVP.
Now, let's meet the starting five for your Chicago Bulls. Starting at power forward, 6 feet, 7 inches, number 44, Patrick Williams. At point, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 2, Lonzo Ball. At the center position, standing 6 foot 11, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. At the other forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 11, DeMar DeRozan. At guard, 6 foot 6, number 8, Zach LaVine. The head coach of your Chicago Bulls is Billy Donovan. Once again, your Chicago Bulls.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report, thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. The forwards for them, Tate and Tice. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. And it's Wood in at the 5, down low. And for the Bulls, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Williams is out there with Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Pass to Levine. Wall against Ball. For 3. The Rockets pull it in. Green taking his time here. Driving to the basket. And Green slams it in.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Here's Wall. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Did you see that? Wow, John Wall still has major bounce after being in the league over 10 years.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Outside DeRozan. We play just over a minute here in the first. Williams finds Levine. Off target with his 3.
And Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Now here's Wall. There's Green with the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
For 3.
Green's got 5.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Levine, that's good. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach Levine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
The kick out to Wall. Pocket 6, Tate, and stolen by Williams. Now here's DeRozan. Not a lot of room. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
That is a DeRozan specialty there. Draw contact, convert, and then head to the line for a freebie. Not by accident. That's his plan.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do, and not enough credit for what he does.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
And it's Levine that time on the assist from DeRozan. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
So much fun to watch John Wall get tricky with the rock and create for himself. That is special work right there.
Ball against Wall. Tate with the rebound. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He has 7. Here's Ball. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Over Wall. And that one hits back iron.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
He kicks to Green. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Ball with it. Now Green defending. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
Here's Tate. Here's Tice. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
Chicago making some changes. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Kobe White comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. That'll be a 5-second call.
Inbound violation. Bulls ball.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And here's the stat sheet on DeMar DeRozan. He's coming off an excellent season. 11th in assists, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
He was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. The Rockets trail. Levine against Gordon. Ball passes to Martin. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. White wide open. He fired. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Wall kicks to Martin. It's Porter outside, buries it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
3-pointer. Caruso, no good. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Porter. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Levine. DeRozan against Martin. And it's DeRozan missing. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside Gordon. Outside Porter. There's the pass to Wall. Into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
That free throw, no good.
Give tons of credit to John Wall for evolving his game. I mean, his 2nd year in the league, Wall made just 3 3-pointers. But he's worked tirelessly on his shot, becoming
pretty reliable and solid from three-point land.
Here's Caruso. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From outside the arc. Rockets with the rebound. Martin dishes to Porter. And he's good on the three ball.
Porter Jr.
Porter's got 6.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Levine for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Rockets lead by 3. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Now, John Wall, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA, and he knows the importance of keeping teams honest with his perimeter shot.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more for me and my teammates and giving those guys open looks. And it's just the hard work I put in and these guys trusting and believing me of being able to knock down open shots.
Well, Craig, we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
Eric Gordon.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Rockets, Martin is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then it's Wall. And it's Şengün in at the center, filling out the middle. Wall with the steal. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Pass to Gordon. Jones against Martin. Over Jones. And it's Martin missing. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Caruso. No points in the game yet for him. Porter looking it over. Driving the lane. A second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 7.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's Caruso. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
It's stolen by Wall. Martin with it. Picked up by Brown. Porter passes to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Here's Şengün. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Timeout.
Şengün's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear you, fans. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovable. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovable.
Vucevic checked in for Bradley. Williams comes in for Jones. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alex Caruso. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 9 points. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Fires the 3. And again, Chicago. No good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Wood. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Williams, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Wall kicks to Green. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Green's got 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And it's Houston on the break. Count that bucket. And it's a 12-point Rocket lead.
John Wall, a very creative player, folks. And multiple times in his career, he's averaged over 10 assists a game.
And it's Vucevic missing. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 14-5 run here. One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well, and these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Wall.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Lets the 3 fly. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Ball.
Lonzo becoming more consistent with his catch-and-shoot jumper. I know it doesn't look that good, but it's got a nice touch on it, and it's effective.
And it's Green missing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. DeMar DeRozan is checked in for Brown. And Levine subbed in for Kobe White.
Zach LaVine.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Rockets leading by 9. Outside, Green. Here's Wood. Tice trying to break free and misses it off the right side of the rim. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Nailed from three-point land. DeRozan's got 6.
And I like the way they're using the entire
court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. 1:04 left in the first half of basketball. On its way from DeRozan for two. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. DeRozan's got 5 points now in the quarter. To the inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. They push it up 4 on 3. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Vucevic.
Superb body control by Vucevic. Bouncing off the defense and burying the shot.
Kept alive. Tice trying to break free. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Vucevic. It's rebounded by Tice.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Vucevic finds DeRozan. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Green. It's good. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. And that's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a team myself player. I want to be a team player. And they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open. And I got to just keep finding and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. And in that
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Vucevic is out there with Williams. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The drive by Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Ball finds Levine. Unloads. Good on the jump shot. Levine's got 10 points.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Tice inside. DeRozan defending. Houston moving it around. There's Green with the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent. A true leader on and off the floor. Wall is a super charitable guy.
No doubt about it, GA. I mean, he raised money for rent assistance. He donated N95 masks and meals to hospitals, and that was done just in the last year or so. Very, very outgoing with his generosity.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic, and Jones subbed in for Williams. And that one misses.
And after 1 year at UNLV, Derrick Jones Jr. going pro back in 2016, he's gone from an undrafted project to a dunk contest champion.
Tate with the ball, working on Jones. The Rockets with another miss. Bulls trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Some changes for Chicago. Troy Brown's checked in for Tony Bradley. White comes in for Levine. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. And a switch here also for Houston. Porter's checked in. And it's Green with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Back to Brown. Here's Caruso, guarded by Porter. Caruso, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Going inside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Caruso's got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Şengün. DeRozan defending. And it goes down 2 points. Şengün's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Green against Jones.
2 minutes
Outside
remaining in the
Green.
third.
Shot clock
2
at
minutes.
6. Sinks the triple.
Jalen
Green's got 25 points in the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile run walk.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Vucevic checked in for Brown. And a switch here also for Houston. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Green. Tate the pass to Şengün. The drive by Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Yep, that one goes.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Caruso, the pass to Jones.
Rockets foul.
Bulls making the switch here. Williams is checked in. Wood is checked in for Houston. Daniel Tice comes in for Martin. Vucevic dishes to DeRozan. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 19. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Gordon finds Tice. Down low. And finished off by Wood.
You know, it's all about getting good position, ideal position. And once Wood has that, the rest is simple.
The Bulls shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Back to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And the Bulls with another miss. And here is Tate. Got a piece of it. Gordon with no one around. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Rockets, the pairing up front, Tice and Wood. Porter is out there with Wall, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. White the pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And Wall. Here we go now. That one goes in.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
That one drops for him.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Again, the miss by Wall.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Ball kicks to Williams. Here's Vucevic. It's good.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Wall finds Wood. There's Porter with the three. Rebound by Williams.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And finished off by Wood.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Chicago. Green, he's checked in for Houston. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Tice. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. And finished off by Wood.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Levine wide open. And again, no good by Chicago.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty.
That was a Hail Mary for sure. A long-distance bomb.
Ball with it outside DeRozan. Now here's Ball. Just 4 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Vucevic lays it up off the glass. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
And the call will be made against Matt Thomas. That's his first foul. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
A 3-ball. And that one is off. The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
2 minutes.
Now Ball. To the middle. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Wall. Had the space there, but it's offline. For Chicago, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Ball with the bucket.
I tell you what, because of his size and ball skills and vision, he's a handful for any defense, Lonzo Ball. I mean, he's able to convert primarily because of his size and sneaky strength.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Green.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Augustine, that's good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer Augustine. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Green taking his time here. Kicks it to Johnson. Pulls up. Rebound by House. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. There's the drive. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans.
Thanks with John Wall. John.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
That's a dub. Said she just graduated. I'm in love. Said she like to do the lounge. She don't rock with the clubs. My type. Yeah, my type. Like Biggie, if they right, I'm there all night. Like Easy, when I see it, I'm on sight. Like Kendrick Lamar, we gon' be off. When I used to shoot my shot, you a matrix. Now you reappear, but I hate. Look, nobody likes a not realistic. Shoot my shot, then I check the